Hi everybody and welcome to my channel Mystic Mim Tarot. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I just wanted to let you know that I have two decks on Etsy for sale. One is a Spirit to Divine Feminine deck and the other is a Karmic to Divine Feminine deck. They are digital downloads and they are 20 Australian dollars each. If you're interested in purchasing these, I have included a link to my Etsy store below in the description box. The reading I am doing today is from Spirit to the Divine Feminine. We will finish it off with some songs also. This is a general reading, so it won't resonate with every single Divine Feminine. Please take the cards that resonate and leave the ones that don't. Now let's begin. What would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine, you defeated him at his own game and he cannot handle it. He was playing checkers, but you were smarter and you played chess instead. You were disgusted when you discovered that he had a sex addiction. You didn't want your health to be put at risk from his sexcapades. He doesn't even have a preference. He will sleep with anyone, regardless of gender. You knew that he was sneaky and deceitful, however not at first because he was wearing a mask. It took some time for you to discover the real him. However, the main point is that you finally did. You are attracting everything that is for your highest good. New opportunities, new energy, a new mindset, and new connections. It was hard for you to stay away from him at times because you felt lonely and you also felt as though you could fix him. That is because you are a healer. The best revenge is none. Heal, move on, and don't become like those that hurt you. You need to let people lose you. Let them go along with the crowd. Let them believe what they want to believe. Let them think they have better. Let them sleep on your worth, because in due time they will realize the mistake they made, and it will be just enough time for you to accept that you are better off without them. He is a king of wands. He is not good enough for you, DF. You need an emperor, as you are the empress now. Narcissists search for new victims for the same reasons that tigers look for new prey. They are hungry, constantly starved for adoration, admiration, acceptance, and approval. The most important lesson you can learn is that a healthy love does not hurt, it heals. They might think they played you, Divine Feminine, but in reality, they only played themselves out of a decent person. As hard as it was to heal, you did it. You suffered with this ex. At one point, he had you depressed, crying, and suffering from anxiety. I witnessed all of it. I saw every single tear that you shed. He had you caught up in your feelings and emotions for him and tried to keep you stuck in a mental prison. People always think that the most painful thing in life is losing the one you value. The truth is, the most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of valuing someone too much and forgetting that you are special too. Narcissists withhold affection to punish you, withhold attention to get revenge, and withhold an emotional, empathetic response to make you feel insecure. Did you experience this, Divine Feminine? You were sent into your ex's life to heal them, help them, and bring them closer to God. He didn't want to change or accept your help, though, so there is nothing else that you could have done. You did your best with a difficult situation. I cannot understand how some people can be okay with themselves, knowing that they emotionally destroyed someone who loved them with a pure heart. Relationships with narcissists are held in place by the hope of a someday better with little evidence to support it will never arrive. He knew that he could never give you a stable, loving life. He loved you but couldn't calm his inner demon of lust. He couldn't have stayed loyal to anyone because he constantly craved sex from more than one person. He sees you as a woman who has just experienced a huge transformation. As a result of this, he doesn't know how to approach you, what to say, what to do, or how to feel. You are not the same person anymore. Divine Feminine, the people you will always remember are the ones who made you feel loved when you were at your lowest. A narcissist is like, yes, I hurt you, but now you hate me, so I am the true victim. One of the hardest pills to swallow in 2023 was learning that no matter how, learning that no matter how good you could be to somebody, no matter how much you love them, they can and will turn their back on you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do but suck it up and keep moving forward. This is how you feel. My side of the story doesn't matter anymore. Life happened, it hurt, I healed, but most importantly, I learned who deserves a seat at my table and who will never sit at it again. Here are some answers to some questions you probably have regarding your ex, the narcissist. Yes, they know what they are doing. Yes, they know they are hurting you. Yes, they are doing it on purpose and taking pleasure from it. Yes, they could stop if they wanted to. No, they don't love you, even if they say they do. They do not feel love, empathy, compassion, or remorse. No, you cannot change them. You can only change yourself. You are not the woman that you used to be, but a whole new woman who has learned a lot from the darkness, but mostly learned who you were and who you will never be again. When you start taking care of yourself, you start feeling better, you start looking better, and you start to attract better. It all starts with you, Divine Feminine. Your ex has father wounds. He likes women to feel inferior to him. He got threatened by you and your divinity and felt as though he had to put you in your place. You would rather be misunderstood than use all of your energy trying to explain the depths of your thoughts or a truth to someone that lacks the ability to understand. This is a quote for you. I used to tolerate a lot because I didn't want to lose people. Now I establish boundaries because I don't want to lose myself. He looks at you as stability and security, so watch out for him, Divine Feminine. He never thought you would discover what him and the karmic were doing to you behind the scenes. I am the one who showed you this, so that you would run far away from him and completely detach from him. He was on so many different dating sites and pursuing so many different people at once. Silent treatment is a narcissist's best used weapon. The spells the karmic placed on him are now wearing off, and he is seeing her in a whole different light for the evil person that she is. It is like he has just woken up and all of the fog has disappeared. He is aware that she has been doing all sorts of magic on both you and him. A narcissist is someone who has a grandiose sense of self-importance, has obsessive fantasies of glory, feels intense rage and shame when criticized, expects special favors, and lacks empathy. Was this your ex, Divine Feminine? During your transformation, you might feel like everything is falling apart. But in reality, everything is coming together for your highest good. You are being pushed to evolve and get out of your comfort zone so that you can live and experience your true greatness. Welcome change. Narcissists often appear to be very confident, but a key feature of narcissism is low self-esteem. Narcissists display arrogance and exaggerate their achievements to hide this low self-esteem. The best thing you ever did was get as far away as you could from this toxic narcissistic man. He was nothing but trouble. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? Whilst you were dealing with your ex, he actually had you stuck in low vibration. You were anxious, depressed, fearful, worried, acting jealous, and constantly questioning him. He made you into someone that you really weren't. When he left, you automatically became high vibrational and you felt peace of mind returning to you once again. You walked away from a toxic, negative, abusive, one-sided, dead-end, low vibrational relationship. You are the winner now. Your ex is being haunted by the terrible things that he put you through. Your ancestors will not leave him alone. The karmic in him thought that bringing you down and bullying you would make them feel better about themselves. He expected you to put in 90% of the work, whilst he only put in 10%. A narcissist will install a mental filter into your head a little bit at a time. Will he get upset if I do or say or think this? Will he approve or disapprove? Will he feel hurt by this? Until you can uninstall the narcissist filter, your actions are controlled by them. Does this sound familiar? The suffering that you endured brought you closer to me and put you on the right track, Divine Feminine. Your ex thinks that you are happy with someone else, but a lot of you Divine Feminines are still single. He thought that he could leave the door open with you forever and go in and out of your life whenever he felt like it. You are a strong woman who has overcome battles that most can't even imagine. Don't forget that. You are manifesting new dreams, new love, new abundance, new opportunities, and above all, happiness. Let's just from Spirit for you today, Divine Feminine. DF, you have always been a high achiever. I am blessing you for all that you have suffered within the last couple of years. You have endured way too much for one person. As you have been ascending in life, your ex is actually descending. Your money is growing and he is losing money. He thought that he could go out there into the world and find another empress, and all he attracted was an empress in reverse, the karmic. Your ex turned on and attacked the blessing he received from the universe, and that was you. I understand that sometimes you feel that you are never going to meet Mr. Right. You wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall in that karmic household. Your ex and her are out of control. The shouting, the fighting, the drugs, the drinking, the sex, and the police even being called. It is one big hot mess over there. You are so annoyed that your ex is lingering in your energy and he won't leave. You are so over it. He does things to purposely remain in your energy. One way he does this is to use sex magic. He masturbates over your photos repeatedly. This is why he continues to show up in all of your tarot readings. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? You are my baby, Divine Feminine. The second he rejected a divine path with you for a karmic path, you were granted a spiritual divorce from him. You and him were supposed to be carrying out missions here on earth together. Instead, he sacrificed the spiritual contract. Now he is a fallen twin flame. He lost his divinity and has fallen from grace, all for choosing a karmic over his divine spouse. You love spending time with your children, dear. They bring out the childlike, happy, innocent version of yourself. They think that you are funny and they look up to you as a role model. This is your brand new attitude concerning your ex. Be with whoever you want, whenever you want, and how you want, but just leave me alone in peace and serenity. The karmic is a liar, a con, a thief, and a fraud. Fancy replacing an empress with a corrupt karmic like this. No wonder he is getting bad karma now. It is like the boy who cried wolf. When he comes back offering you something serious and genuine, you won't believe him and you will question his motives. You are accustomed to him being sneaky and dishonest. I want you to get outside more and get some fresh air and stop being indoors on technology so much, Divine Feminine. You are fully aligned with me now. You are receiving justice for all of the injustices that were done to you in the past. Your finances are about to increase if they haven't already. You are so disciplined, organized, and focused. That's why you are successful in your field of work. Just so you are aware, dear, you did absolutely nothing wrong when it came to your ex. He completely ruined a wonderful opportunity and by doing so, broke your heart into smithereens. Love should be energizing. It should encourage us to be a better version of ourselves. However, toxic partners like your ex make us feel weak, exhausted, and powerless. He completely drained you. Your new divine partner that I am granting you will be completely matched to you in various ways. These include intelligence, personality, attitude, hobbies and interests, goals and aspirations, and ambition. You have the gift of discernment now. You can sniff out bad energies and then distance yourself from them immediately. You realized that he was keeping his options open and that he wasn't serious. You love watching tarot readings. It's a bit of an addiction. What messages from Spirit today for you, Divine Feminine? He was the opposite to you in every single way. He was mean, you were sweet. You were loyal, he was disloyal. You were optimistic, he was pessimistic. You were of the light and he was of the dark. You will be coming into union with your true divine counterpart soon. You healed all of the pain in your heart, and your ex was so shady. He was even into criminal activity, stealing, identity theft, and money laundering. He has a criminal record. Divine Feminine, live for what today has to offer, not for what yesterday has taken away. You are a star. I have placed you on a pedestal so that your enemies can do nothing but watch you succeed. Currently, your ex is in despair, crying, feeling rejected, and having an ego death. He did it all to himself though. He did choose the karmic over his divine counterpart after all. If you want to see a rainbow, you have to endure the rain that comes beforehand. You would never be with a man just for the sake of it. It will take a pretty special man to sweep you off your feet next time around, Divine Feminine. He is the King of Swords in reverse. In other words, a full-blown narcissist. You stepped into your masculine energy when he left because you had to stand up for yourself. That's when you bossed up. You love your daily coffee, Divine Feminine. The karmic is wasting her time doing magic on you because it is getting returned to her immediately. You originally thought that he was the only man for you and that you had such a strong bond and had unconditional love for one another. Then you discovered the real him. He seemed to get off on causing you pain. You feel like you have trust issues with men in general now after what he did to you. Your ex had you at a very low point in your life, but look at you now though. You were his rock. The amount of support, love, time and energy you put into him was amazing. He is not coping well with your absence, trust me. You are a queen rising. I have a lot of different blessings lined up for you. Some of them will completely shock you. He had no idea about your spiritual rank. Your ancestors have shocked him by standing up to him on your behalf. You didn't have to do anything, Divine Feminine. Did you feel like you went from being his greatest asset to becoming his greatest burden? He hates that he has now been exposed by tarot readers. He is upset that you are now aware of what he was doing in the dark. He hates how strong and balanced you are. You are so tapped in, and I have blessed you with willpower and strength. You are never dealt more than what you can handle in life. You went through a lot, which has actually strengthened you and put you in your life purpose. He feels like so foolish and like such an idiot for ghosting you and losing you. You lost yourself there for a while. You gave him too much and he took too much. It is really sick, but he was jealous of your talents, your abilities, and your gifts. He tried to destroy your confidence and your self-esteem. Your ex is very chauvinistic. He thinks that women are here to serve him like he is some kind of king. I will always be here for you through thick and thin. You can always count on me, Divine Feminine. He is in shock and in disbelief as he figured that you would never completely close this cycle out with him. Doors and opportunities are opening for you, and you are coming into fortune, Divine Feminine. You and I have been like a team working together daily. You are of high honor. You are getting respect and admiration for your hard work and dedication to your life purpose. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? I am just warning you that your ex is about to text or ring you. He wants back in your life. He wants your blessings. By letting go, you came to the conclusion that some people are a part of your history. However, they are not a part of your destiny. Your actions are leading to a legacy that will inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. Peace of mind is priceless to you. It is more important to you than anything that money can buy. You should go for daily walks now, Divine Feminine. Start with 15-minute ones. Watch your words now. You are so powerful that whatever you are saying is manifesting into your reality. You should plan a getaway with some girlfriends. His family, his friends, and the karmic came in between your connection. In the future, you must put yourself first. Never let anyone take advantage of you ever again. You were running on empty from giving too much to the wrong people. You weren't getting anything in return and you needed to be replenished. He wants to come back now that you are on top of the wheel and achieving great things. Cry, forgive, learn, and move on. Let your tears water the seeds of your future happiness. It's sad how someone can go from being the reason you wake up smiling to the reason you cry yourself to sleep. Don't waste any more time mourning your past person, where your future person is near and will come in and offer you the world. Suffering is a thing of the past. You now have so much to celebrate in your life. Silence is the best response to a fool. You are lucky enough to be blessed with both brains and beauty, Divine Feminine. You are only human. Sometimes you see happy couples kissing, hugging, and holding hands. You wonder why you haven't found your perfect match yet. A narcissist doesn't break your heart, they break your spirit. That's why it takes so long to heal from them. You felt like a babysitter having to look after this man-child. He was too dependent on you, Divine Feminine. Don't ever feel guilty about removing toxic people from your life. It's one thing if a person owns up to their behavior and makes an effort to change, but if a person disregards your feelings, ignores your boundaries, and continues to treat you in a harmful way, they need to go. You thrive on discipline and structure. That's why you are such an organized person. You should have a good night out with your friends, Divine Feminine. Dress up, have a few drinks, and celebrate what you have achieved in your life. One of your biggest priorities now is your health and well-being. Stay away from people who can't take responsibility for their actions and who make you feel bad for being angry at them when they do wrong. There has been a whole new shift in your energy, Divine Feminine. This has you feeling confident, independent, self-sufficient, and satisfied and optimistic. Call on your angels and ancestors if you ever need help or guidance, and they will come to your rescue. He wrecked your self-esteem and stole your joy. He has contemplated coming back to you with an engagement ring. He thinks an offer of commitment will make up for everything that he has done to you. He pretended to be friendly, nice, and helpful. He always had ulterior motives though. He was a scammer and a con artist by nature. The moment that you start to wonder if you deserve better, you do. He had no idea that when he betrayed you, his life would go downhill quickly. You are walking karma, Divine Feminine. He had a wandering eye and was always looking for the next best thing. You were always too good for him. This is your quote. I was your cure, but you were my disease. I was saving you, but you were killing me. He knows that what he has now with the karmic is lust. With you, it was pure love. He had to experience her in order to appreciate what you brought to the table. Prayer and/or meditation are important at this time. He was a narcissist. Narcissistic abuse can take many forms: physical violence, emotional manipulation, financial exploitation, sexual assault, verbal abuse, and gaslighting. Some days you just have to create your own sunshine, Divine Feminine. After everything that has happened, your ex has the hide now to want to return to you. Can you believe it? It is better to be alone than with someone who never sees your worth. Learn to give your absence to those who don't appreciate your presence. He thinks that you have turned cold on him and that you are in Queen of Swords energy now. You are not really interested in finding a new love interest at this time, as you have other priorities. Don't let the same snake bite you twice, Divine Feminine. It wasn't your fault that you originally fell for him. He was extremely charismatic and charming and said all of the right things. Now we will get several songs that reflect how Spirit would like you to feel about yourself, Divine Feminine. You may want to look up the lyrics to these online. The first one is Respect by Aretha Franklin. Run the World Girls by Beyonce. Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar. Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. You and Your Hand by Pink. Woman by Kesha. Venus by Bananarama. Formation by Beyonce. Heart of Glass by Blondie. No Scrubs by TLC. And the last one is Happy by Pharrell Williams. I hope you found this interesting and enjoyable, Divine Feminine. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.